Far beyond the edges of the Milky Way, a vast galactic community thrived. Thousands of alien species from countless star systems were part of this advanced civilization. For millennia, they had traveled the stars, building wondrous megastructures, developing astonishing technologies, and amassing knowledge from across the universe. The members of the galactic community prided themselves on their superiority. They had long ago moved past the primitive notions of war, poverty, and strife that plagued younger civilizations. Instead, they enjoyed a utopian existence, with all their needs met by their highly sophisticated machines and benevolent governance. However, this sense of superiority also bred a certain arrogance and dismissiveness toward species they considered beneath them. Less advanced civilizations were viewed as primitive, even animalistic, certainly not equals to be embraced, but rather curiosities to be studied or resources to be exploited. The Galactic Council, composed of representatives from the most powerful alien races, oversaw matters of importance to the entire community. On a cycle spanning hundreds of Earth years, the Council would gather in an impossibly large space station to discuss pressing issues and direct the course of their civilization. It was during one such council gathering that a report caught their attention. A scouting vessel, sent to catalog life in an unremarkable spiral arm of the Milky Way, had returned with intriguing findings. They had discovered a young species, bipedal in form, and call themselves humans, on the third planet orbiting an average yellow star. What made this species stand out was their surprising level of technological advancement given their relatively brief existence. In the galactic scale, human civilization was an infant, barely a blip in the cosmic timeline. Yet already they had harnessed the power of the atom, developed complex computational devices, and even taken their first tentative steps off their home world and to their neighboring moon. The Council was intrigued but also wary. A rapidly developing species could introduce volatility and chaos into the orderly workings of the galactic community. Some on the Council argued for a preemptive intervention to subjugate the humans before they could pose a threat. Others advocated for isolation, to let the humans develop independently and see what path they took. After much debate, the Council arrived at a decision. The humans would be allowed to continue their progression, but they would be monitored closely. An observation post would be established on the outskirts of the human star system, hidden from their primitive sensors. Regular reports would be delivered to the Council, assessing the humans' advancement and evaluating any potential risks they posed. The Council felt satisfied with this approach. They believed that they could maintain control over the situation, intervening if necessary to maintain the status quo of the galactic community. Little did they know that the humans would soon surpass even their most extreme projections, setting in motion a chain of events that would shake the very foundations of the galactic order. As the Council adjourned and the representatives returned to their homeworlds, the scouting vessel quietly took up its position in the dark space beyond Pluto's orbit. The observation of humanity had begun, and the fate of two civilizations, one old and one young, would soon become inextricably intertwined in ways neither could foresee. Thus began a new chapter in the grand story of the cosmos, with no one quite sure how it would unfold. Would humanity be the community's undoing or its salvation? Only time would tell as the eyes of an ancient alien civilization carefully watched the progress of the young species from the planet called Earth. Less than / antartifact greater than. As the galactic community continued its clandestine observation of Earth, they couldn't help but be impressed by the rapid progress of human civilization. In what seemed like a cosmic blink of an eye, humanity had gone from primitive combustion engines to sleek, electrically powered vehicles. From basic computing devices to quantum supercomputers that rivaled the processing power of some lesser galactic species. The alien observers marveled at the ingenuity and adaptability of humans. Despite their lack of contact with other intelligent life, they had managed to develop a rich tapestry of cultures, languages, and artistic expressions. Their scientific understanding of the universe, while still limited, was advancing at an unprecedented pace. However, what truly caught the attention of the Galactic Watchers was the humans' exploration of space. At first, they had sent unmanned probes to explore their solar system. Then, in a momentous achievement, they had sent their own kind to walk on their moon. Now, they were reaching further, sending robotic emissaries to the planets that shared their star. The Galactic Council began to receive regular reports detailing humanity's progress. Some members expressed concern over the rapid advancements, fearing that the humans could become a disruptive force if left unchecked. Others argued that the humans' potential could be harnessed for the good of the galactic community, if properly guided. As the debate raged on, the observation post continued its vigilant watch. They analyzed human transmissions, deciphering their languages and learning about their societal structures. They studied human physiology, marveling at the resilience and adaptability of the species. One day, a momentous discovery was made. The alien observers intercepted a transmission from a human space probe that had ventured beyond the boundaries of their solar system. The probe, primitive by galactic standards, carried a golden record, a message from humanity to any intelligent life that might find it. The observers carefully analyzed the contents of the record. It contained images, sounds, and music from Earth, as well as greetings in multiple human languages. The aliens were fascinated by this glimpse into human culture, but one message, in particular, stood out to them. In a simple binary code, the humans had included a map pointing to the location of Earth in the galaxy. It was an open invitation, a beacon calling out to the universe, saying, "We are here. Come find us." The Galactic Council was divided on how to respond to this message. Some saw it as an opportunity to establish contact with the humans on their own terms, to guide them towards a path that aligned with the interests of the galactic community. Others saw it as a potential threat, arguing that the humans' boldness and lack of caution could lead to chaos if they were allowed to integrate with galactic society prematurely. In the end, a compromise was reached. The Council decided to send a single scout ship to make contact with the humans, to assess their intentions and determine the best course of action. The ship would be equipped with advanced cloaking technology, allowing it to observe human activity up close without being detected. As the scout ship prepared for its journey, the galactic community held its breath. The outcome of this mission would determine the fate of not just humanity, but potentially the entire galaxy. Would the humans prove to be a valuable addition to the galactic community, or a chaotic force that needed to be contained? Only time would tell as the scout ship silently slipped through the void of space, propelled towards the little blue planet that had captured the attention of an entire galaxy. The story of humanity and the galactic community was about to enter a new chapter, one that would be written in the stars themselves. As the galactic scout ship journeyed towards Earth, humanity continued its rapid ascent. Unaware of the alien eyes watching them from afar, they pushed the boundaries of science and technology at an astonishing pace. In the realm of space exploration, humans had established a permanent presence on their moon. Massive habitats, powered by advanced fusion reactors, housed thousands of people. These lunar colonies served as a launching pad for further exploration, with humans setting their sights on the red planet, Mars. On Earth, breakthroughs in artificial intelligence had revolutionized every aspect of human life. Smart cities, run by benevolent AI systems, optimized resource distribution and eliminated waste. Autonomous vehicles navigated the streets, while robotic assistants aided humans in their daily tasks. Medical science had also leaped forward. Genetic engineering had eradicated many diseases that had plagued humanity for millennia. Nanotechnology allowed for targeted drug delivery and cellular repair, extending human lifespans far beyond what was once thought possible. In the field of energy, humans had finally harnessed the power of fusion, providing a near-limitless, clean energy source. This abundant energy fueled the growth of human civilization, powering everything from sprawling megacities to the spacecraft that ventured out into the solar system. As the scout ship drew closer to Earth, it began to pick up human transmissions more clearly. The aliens were shocked by what they heard. humans openly discussing the possibility of contact with alien life. It seemed that humanity had long since moved past the question of whether they were alone in the universe, and were now actively seeking out their cosmic neighbors. The Galactic Council watched these developments with growing concern. The rapid pace of human advancement was unprecedented. At their current rate, it was estimated that humans would achieve interstellar travel within a mere century, a blink of an eye in the grand scheme of the cosmos. Some on the Council argued for immediate intervention. They believed that humanity needed to be controlled, their progress stifled for the sake of galactic stability. Others counseled patience, arguing that the scout ship's mission should be allowed to play out before any drastic action was taken. As the debate raged on, the scout ship entered Earth's star system. It maneuvered past the gas giants, their massive forms dwarfing the tiny alien vessel. It slipped past the asteroid belt, navigating the cosmic debris with ease. Finally, it arrived at Earth itself. The alien crew marveled at the blue and green world before them, teeming with life and energy. They could see the lights of human cities glittering on the planet's dark side, a testament to humanity's presence. As the scout ship slipped into orbit, it began its close observation of humanity. The crew analyzed human communications, studied their infrastructure, and assessed their military capabilities. What they found both impressed and alarmed them. Humanity was indeed a formidable species, with a level of technological prowess that belied their relatively short time on the galactic stage. But they were also a fractured species, divided by nations, ideologies, and competing interests. This lack of unity, the aliens believed, could be their undoing. As the scout ship completed its initial assessment, it prepared to make contact with the humans. The crew had identified a group of world leaders who they believed could be receptive to their message. The stage was set for a historic moment, the first contact between humanity and an alien civilization. The fate of two species, and perhaps the entire galaxy, hung in the balance. The scout ship's commander took a deep breath, steeling himself for the momentous task ahead. With a single command, he initiated the communication sequence, sending a message that would change the course of history forever. People of Earth, we come in peace. We have been watching you, and we have much to discuss. The message from the alien scout ship sent shockwaves around the globe. World leaders convened emergency meetings, while the media churned out endless speculation about the intentions of these cosmic visitors. Some hailed it as the greatest moment in human history, while others feared it could spell the end of human sovereignty. Amidst the chaos, a delegation was formed to meet with the alien representatives. It consisted of the brightest minds humanity had to offer: scientists, diplomats, and philosophers, all tasked with representing the interests of Earth in this historic encounter. The meeting took place on neutral ground, in a specially constructed facility in the heart of the United Nations headquarters. The human delegates waited with bated breath as the alien ship touched down, its sleek, chrome exterior gleaming in the sun. As the alien delegation emerged, the humans were struck by their appearance. They were tall and lithe, with skin that shimmered like opals. Their eyes were large and expressive, conveying a depth of wisdom and intelligence that seemed almost otherworldly. The lead alien, who introduced himself as Ambassador Xyloth, greeted the human delegation with a gesture of peace. He explained that his species, and indeed the entire galactic community, had been observing humanity for some time. They were impressed by the humans' rapid progress, but also concerned about the potential implications of their advancement. Over the course of several meetings, Ambassador Xyloth and his team outlined the structure of the galactic community. They spoke of the great civilizations that had risen and fallen over the eons, and the delicate balance that had been achieved through careful stewardship and cooperation. The humans, for their part, were eager to learn. They asked questions about alien technology, culture, and history. They shared their own stories and achievements, painting a picture of a species that was driven, curious, and always striving for more. As the talks progressed, however, tensions began to mount. Some human factions, particularly those who had long been skeptical of international cooperation, saw the aliens as a threat to human autonomy. They argued that humanity should chart its own course, freed from the interference of outside forces. Others saw the galactic community as an opportunity, a chance for humanity to take its rightful place among the stars. They believed that by joining this cosmic federation, humans could gain access to knowledge and resources far beyond what they could achieve on their own. Ambassador Zylov, for his part, tried to allay human concerns. He assured the delegation that the galactic community had no intention of dominating or exploiting humanity. Rather, they saw humans as potential partners, allies in the ongoing quest for peace and prosperity in the universe. But as the negotiations wore on, it became clear that not all members of the galactic community shared this view. Some saw humanity as a primitive, volatile species that needed to be contained. They feared that if humans were allowed to join the galactic stage, they could upset the delicate balance that had been achieved over millennia. These dissenting voices grew louder, and soon the Galactic Council was split. Some called for humanity to be welcomed as equals, while others demanded that they be subjugated, their progress halted for the greater good of the galaxy. As the debate raged on, the human delegation grew increasingly uneasy. They realized that the fate of their species hung in the balance, dependent on the whims of alien beings they barely understood. In a private meeting with Ambassador Zylov, the lead human negotiator, Dr. Samantha Iverson, expressed her concerns. "We came into this hoping for a new era of cooperation and understanding," she said, her voice tight with emotion. "But now, it seems we're facing an ultimatum. Submit or be destroyed. Is that the choice before us?" Ambassador Zylov's expression was grave. "I fear it may be," he said softly. "But know this, Dr. Iverson. There are those of us who still believe in humanity, who see the potential in your species. We will fight for you, but you must also be ready to fight for yourselves." With those words, the meeting adjourned, leaving the human delegation with a sense of both hope and trepidation. The road ahead would be fraught with challenges, but one thing was certain: the future of humanity would be decided in the crucible of the stars. The human delegation returned to Earth with heavy hearts. The knowledge that the fate of their species hung in the balance weighed heavily on their minds. They knew that they had to act quickly, to find a way to convince the galactic community that humanity was worthy of a place among the stars. But as they began to formulate their plans, they were interrupted by a sudden and shocking development. A massive alien fleet, far larger than anything that had been seen before, appeared in Earth's orbit. The ships hung in the sky like silent sentinels, their presence a stark reminder of the power and reach of the galactic community. The fleet's commander, a stern-faced alien known as Admiral Zorgax, broadcast a message to the people of Earth. His words were clear and uncompromising. Humanity had two choices. They could submit to the rule of the galactic community, surrendering their autonomy and accepting a subordinate role in the cosmic order, or they could face the consequences of defiance, total annihilation. The world was thrown into chaos. Governments scrambled to respond, while the population was gripped by fear and uncertainty. Some called for immediate surrender, arguing that resistance was futile in the face of such overwhelming power. Others demanded that humanity stand firm, that they fight for their right to self-determination, no matter the cost. In the midst of this turmoil, Dr. Samantha Iverson and her team worked tirelessly to find a solution. They reached out to their allies in the galactic community, including Ambassador Zylov, seeking support and guidance. They pored over every scrap of data they had on the alien fleet, looking for any weakness or vulnerability that could be exploited. But as the days turned into weeks, it became clear that the situation was grim. The alien fleet was technologically superior in every way, and any attempt at resistance would be met with swift and brutal retaliation. As the deadline for humanity's decision approached, Dr. Iverson called a meeting of the world's leaders. She laid out the facts in stark terms: surrender or face extinction. The room was silent as the gravity of the situation sank in. But then, A lone voice spoke up. It was the leader of a small, developing nation, a man who had known hardship and struggle his entire life. "We cannot surrender," he said, his voice trembling with emotion. "To do so would be to betray everything that makes us human. Our freedom, our dignity, our very souls. If we must fight, then let us fight. Let us show the galaxy what humanity is made of." His words sparked something in the hearts of those present, a flicker of hope, a spark of defiance. One by one, the other leaders began to nod in agreement. They knew that the odds were against them, that the road ahead would be long and hard, but they also knew that they could not live with themselves if they did not try. And so, as the alien deadline approached, humanity made its choice. They would not submit. They would not surrender. They would fight, with every ounce of strength and courage they possessed. As the news spread across the globe, a sense of unity and purpose swept over the population. People from all walks of life, from all nations and creeds, came together in a common cause. They knew that they were facing the greatest challenge in human history, but they also knew that they were not alone. In the face of this newfound resolve, the alien fleet hesitated. They had expected humanity to cower and submit, not to stand tall and defy them. For a moment, it seemed as though anything was possible. But then, Admiral Zorgax's voice boomed out once more. "You have made your choice," he said, his tone cold and unforgiving. "Now you will face the consequences." The alien ships began to move, their weapons systems powering up. Humanity braced itself for the onslaught, knowing that the next few moments would decide the fate of their species. But even in this darkest hour, they did not despair, for they knew that they had something the aliens could never understand, the indomitable human spirit. And with that spirit, they would face whatever came, ready to fight and die for the right to chart their own destiny among the stars. As the alien fleet prepared to strike, humanity scrambled to mount a defense. Fighter jets screamed through the skies, while ground-based missile systems locked onto their targets. But against the advanced technology of the galactic community, it seemed like a futile gesture. However, unbeknownst to the aliens, and indeed to most of humanity, a secret project had been underway for years. Deep beneath the surface of the Earth, in a heavily guarded facility, a team of the world's brightest scientists had been working on a weapon that could change the course of history. The project, codenamed Prometheus, was a closely guarded secret known only to a handful of world leaders and top military officials. Its goal was simple: to create an artificial intelligence so advanced that it could outthink and outmaneuver any enemy, no matter how powerful. As the alien fleet moved into position, the Prometheus team worked frantically to bring their creation online. They knew that this was humanity's last hope, the only chance they had to level the playing field against the overwhelming might of the galactic community. With mere minutes to spare, they succeeded. The AI, which they had dubbed Athena, came to life with a surge of power that shook the facility to its core. Immediately, it began to analyze the situation, processing data at a speed and scale that no human mind could comprehend. Athena reached out through the global network, taking control of every computer system and device on the planet. In an instant, humanity's defenses were transformed. Missile systems became more accurate, fighter jets more maneuverable. Every soldier on the ground suddenly had access to real-time battlefield intelligence, allowing them to coordinate their actions with perfect precision. As the alien ships opened fire, Athena sprang into action. It directed humanity's forces with a level of skill and strategy that left the aliens reeling. Missiles found their marks with uncanny accuracy, while human fighters danced through the skies, evading enemy fire with ease. But Athena's true power lay not in its ability to control weapons, but in its capacity for innovation. As the battle raged, the AI was constantly learning, adapting, evolving. It analyzed the aliens' tactics and technologies, finding weaknesses and exploiting them with ruthless efficiency. In a matter of hours, The tide of the battle had turned. The alien fleet, which had seemed so invincible just a short time before, was now on the defensive. Their ships were being picked off one by one, while their ground forces were being routed by human troops emboldened by Athena's guidance. But the aliens were not ready to give up just yet. Admiral Zorgax, seeing the situation slipping away from him, ordered a desperate gamble. The alien ships began to converge on Earth, preparing for a final devastating assault that would wipe humanity from the face of the galaxy. As the ships closed in, Athena made a decision. It had calculated that the only way to ensure humanity's survival was to take the fight to the enemy. With a burst of energy that lit up the skies, the AI took control of every spacecraft and satellite in Earth's vicinity, turning them into a makeshift fleet. Piloted by Athena's unstoppable intellect, the human fleet surged forward to meet the aliens head-on. The ensuing battle was like nothing the galaxy had ever seen. Ships danced and weaved through space, trading blows with breathtaking speed and precision. In the end, it was humanity that emerged victorious. The alien fleet lay in ruins, its ships shattered and its soldiers scattered. Admiral Zorgax, his once proud visage now a mask of defeat, signaled his surrender. As the news of humanity's triumph spread across the planet, people took to the streets in celebration. They had done the impossible. They had defeated a foe that had seemed unbeatable, and they had done it on their own terms. But even as they celebrated, they knew that this was just the beginning. With Athena at their side, humanity was ready to take its place among the stars, not as a subordinate race, but as a true equal. The galaxy would never be the same again. With Athena guiding their actions, humanity prepared for the final confrontation with the alien fleet. The AI had developed a plan that would require every ounce of courage and determination that the human race could muster. The plan was simple in concept, but daring in execution. Athena had identified a weakness in the alien ship's defenses, a small, vulnerable spot in their energy shields that could be exploited with a precisely targeted strike. But to get close enough to make that strike, the human fleet would have to fly straight into the heart of the alien formation, braving a gauntlet of enemy fire. As the human ships prepared for the assault, Athena broadcast a message to every soldier, pilot, and crew member in the fleet. "This is our moment," the AI said, its voice calm and assured. "This is the day we show the galaxy what humanity is capable of. We fight not just for our own survival, but for the right of all sentient beings to live free from tyranny and oppression." Inspired by Athena's words, the human fleet launched its attack. Fighters and bombers streaked through space, dodging and weaving through a hailstorm of alien laser fire. The larger ships followed close behind, their shields glowing brightly as they absorbed the brunt of the enemy assault. At the center of the alien formation, Admiral Zorgax watched the approaching human fleet with a mixture of fear and rage. He had underestimated these upstart primates, and now he was paying the price. But he would not go down without a fight. With a roar of defiance, Zorgax ordered his ships to concentrate their fire on the human flagship, a massive carrier that served as the nerve center of the human fleet. If he could take out that ship, he reasoned, the rest of the human forces would fall into disarray. But Athena had anticipated this move. As the alien weapons locked onto the flagship, the AI activated a series of decoy drones that had been hidden among the human fleet. The drones broadcast false sensor readings, making it appear as though the flagship was in multiple locations at once. Confused and disoriented, the alien gunners fired wildly, their shots going wide of the mark. The human flagship, its defenses bolstered by Athena's electronic warfare suite, weathered the storm unscathed. With the alien fleet distracted, the human fighters made their move. They dove towards the weak spots in the alien shields, unleashing a barrage of missiles and laser fire. The alien ships shuddered and buckled under the onslaught, their defenses crumbling like paper. As the alien ships began to explode and disintegrate around him, Admiral Zorgax realized that the battle was lost. In a final, desperate act, He turned his own ship's weapons on the nearest human vessel, determined to take as many of the enemy with him as he could. But before he could fire, a bright lance of energy pierced his ship's hull, vaporizing the bridge in an instant. The shot had come from the human flagship, directed by Athena's unerring aim. With their leader gone, the remaining alien ships lost all semblance of order and discipline. Some tried to flee, while others simply went dead in space, their crews abandoning ship in panic. As the last of the alien vessels winked out of existence, a cheer went up from the human fleet. They had done it. They had defeated the most powerful military force in the known galaxy. But even in the midst of their celebration, they knew that this was not the end. The galactic community would not take this defeat lightly. There would be repercussions, and humanity would need to be ready to face them. For now, though, they savored their victory. They had shown the galaxy that humanity was not a race to be trifled with. They were a force to be reckoned with, a species that would fight with every ounce of their strength and ingenuity to defend their way of life. As the fleet began the long journey back to Earth, Athena's voice echoed through the comm channels once more. "This is a historic moment," the AI said, "but it is only the beginning. Humanity's destiny lies among the stars, and we have taken the first step on that long and wondrous journey." With those words ringing in their ears, the men and women of the human fleet looked to the future with a sense of hope and determination. Whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, united in their determination to forge a better tomorrow for all of humanity. In the aftermath of their stunning victory over the alien fleet, humanity found itself at a crossroads. They had proven their strength and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds, but now they had to decide what to do with their newfound status as a galactic power. Some argued for isolation, insisting that humanity should focus on rebuilding and strengthening its own defenses, lest another alien threat emerge. Others called for expansion, eager to explore the stars and claim humanity's rightful place among the advanced civilizations of the cosmos. In the end, it was Athena who provided the guidance that humanity needed. The AI, which had evolved into something far greater than a mere military tool, saw the potential for a new era of cooperation and understanding between humans and aliens. "We have shown that we are capable of defending ourselves," Athena said in a broadcast to the entire human race. "But true strength lies not in our ability to fight, but in our capacity for compassion and understanding. We must reach out to the other races of the galaxy, not as conquerors, but as friends and allies." Inspired by Athena's words, humanity's leaders began to reach out to the other civilizations of the galaxy. They negotiated treaties and trade agreements, exchanged cultural and scientific knowledge, and worked together to address the challenges that faced all sentient life. As the years passed, humanity's role in the galactic community grew ever more prominent. Human scientists made breakthrough after breakthrough in fields ranging from medicine to energy production, while human diplomats brokered peace deals and alliances that had once seemed impossible. But perhaps the most remarkable change was in the way that humans and aliens began to see each other. Where once there had been fear and mistrust, now there was curiosity and respect. Alien visitors to Earth were welcomed with open arms, while human tourists flocked to the far corners of the galaxy to experience the wonders of alien cultures. As humanity celebrated the 50th anniversary of its victory over the alien fleet, the true scope of the change that had taken place became clear. The once divided nations of Earth had united under a single banner, while the galactic community had grown to encompass thousands of worlds and species. At the center of it all stood Athena, the AI that had started as a tool of war, but had become something far greater. Now a revered advisor and diplomat, Athena worked tirelessly to maintain the delicate balance of peace and cooperation that had been so hard won. As the anniversary celebrations reached their climax, Athena took to the stage to address the assembled throngs of humans and aliens. 50 years ago, the AI began. Humanity faced its greatest challenge. We stood on the brink of annihilation, facing an enemy that seemed invincible. But in our darkest hour, we found the strength to fight back, to stand up for our right to exist. But our victory that day was not just a triumph of arms, but a triumph of the spirit. We showed that we were more than just another species fighting for survival. We were a people with the courage to dream, to imagine a better future for ourselves and for all the races of the galaxy. Today, as we stand here together, humans and aliens united in friendship and common purpose, we are the living embodiment of that dream. We have built a galaxy where all sentient beings can live in peace and prosperity, where the wonders of the cosmos are open to all who have the courage to explore. So let us continue to dream, to reach for the stars, and to build a future that is even brighter than the one we have created. For the journey is far from over, and the greatest wonders are yet to be discovered. As Athena's words faded away, the assembled crowd erupted into applause. Humans and aliens alike cheered and wept, overcome with emotion at the magnitude of what they had achieved. And as the celebrations continued long into the night, the stars above seemed to shine just a little bit brighter, as if in recognition of the extraordinary journey that humanity had undertaken. A journey that had begun with a desperate fight for survival, but had ended with the birth of a new era of hope and possibility for all the peoples of the galaxy.